Okay, we're doing the intro. Oh, oh, we're in the purgatory. You just let me know when you just let me know when we're in the intro. That's all I need to know from you. Fa, 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 va. zzz, zzz. Talking, small teeth, small teeth, small teeth.
Transition.
Look, intro transition. Are we in?
We're getting close. We're getting close. I think they can hear us right now, though. Oh yeah,
They can hear us?
They can definitely hear us right now.
They can hear us.
Okay, and we're in, baby, live from the surface of the sun. It is TT Fireball Smiley. Now that Kevin's dead, I can use Fireball.
Yeah, you blasted him into the sun. That was really nice of you, actually.
Fireball Tyler. There is something Fireball Tyler. It's bad.
Fireball TT?
Yeah, Fireball TT. It really is sacrilege to use Fireball in my name, though. You guys, I've decided I'm backing up from the sun. I'm backing up from the sun. Reporting live from the surface of the sun. This is TT going dark.
Going dark. Oh, there he is. God, I needed him. I needed him to come back from the sun.
Hey, guys.
I needed him. How's it going? Welcome to the Brew with Brotherwife. We are here
We are
virtually.
clear.
We're virtually together.
We are
If you
here.
couldn't tell.
We are clear about our values. We'd like to
And
make a
about-
concise value statement.
What is it?
We're gonna have to. If we say it, we're gonna have to delete this one too. You guys, we had to delete the last live stream. This is the second one we've had to delete. We're doing our best.
One time, one of us had an oopsie. The other time, another one of us had an oopsie. It's just like sometimes when you're trying to make a point and you're exploring a point, you really need to make sure that you let the people know where you stand.
Absolutely, you do. But you also need to let the people know that you agree with the most popular value systems. That's very
Yes.
important too. You know what we're doing, folks?
Yes.
We're hunting for yum-yums, and sometimes we get a poopsie.
You don't want a poopsie, but if you want a yum yum, you're gonna get a poopsie eventually.
Occasionally,
it fucking sucks.
Poopsies are a part of yum-yums, just like failure is a part of success. Those are nice cups, by the way. Could you show the good folks at home the cups? Oh, Wills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wills, I got a yum-yum coming your way, baby.
Oh, we got Will's 34 up
Will's
in the mix.
34. And interestingly enough, we've got Will's, and then we've got Big Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a Will's
Oh my God,
34,
hey.
and we've got a Big Will.
If there's a Will, there's a way, baby. We're out here.
If there's a Will's, there's a
If
rule.
there's two Wills, really quick, I can't even see the chat, so I remembered it's Will's 34 just because I love that guy.
Absolutely.
I don't even know him, but I
He's
feel
challenging. He's challenging Big Will to a Mortal Kombat.
Will off.
Big Will, show yourself. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. We would host that. You know what we could literally do?
Oh my God.
If we
Oh my God,
get
we would 1,000%
Wills,
host
if we
that.
can get Big Will on here and we can set it up for a certain day, we could have you guys play a fighting game, and we could review it together. We could all get popcorn. We could watch the show. That would be a lot of fun. Big Will,
That'd be fun.
show yourself.
Oh my, whoa. When
I'm
you
okay. I'm
screamed
okay.
just now,
I'm okay. Hey,
when you screamed just now, you sounded like you were in a vortex. Did you know that?
thank you. I 100% agree. Will's 34 says Big Will would be destroyed. Just saying. Big Will, I'm going to have to side with Will's 34. If you want to show up and defend your name, then please, by all means. Welcome, viewers.
All right. We're
Welcome,
getting
viewers. We're getting into the
in
weeds
the little
here.
will weeds.
Yeah.
We call these the will weeds.
will
They're like
weeds.
dill weeds, but they're much, much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because a dill
And
weed.
you don't
want to
go into the dough weeds, because that's like a
Don't
dill
want to
dough.
go. And to that I say dill don't.
Dill don't. But
Dill don't.
use dill
But
weed.
do-
Do use dill weed. Very,
Do
very
use
good.
dill weed. Honestly, you know what I like to add to my mashed potatoes to give them an extra pop? Celery salt.
Celery
salt, folks.
I've never used celery
It's
salt.
very simple.
I've never used celery
Really?
salt. Here's
You
what I
should
want to know.
consider it.
How in
You
the
should consider celery
fuck
salt.
are you getting salt out of celery? Has anyone here ever eaten a piece of celery? Because I'm imagining...
Like, too salty for me. I'm going to wash it off.
I'm gonna fucking wash the salt off and gather it. How many celery stalks does it take
to gather it to make a body scrub?
A grain of celery salt? Can we be real here, folks? I think they're lying to us. Where's that fucking salt coming from? I won't have it. This is an assault against my senses. Yeah, look it up.
It's an assault against celery salt. Okay, let's see. Celery salt is a seasoned salt used to flavor food. The primary ingredient is table salt, and the flavoring agent is The flavoring agent is ground seeds from celery. So here we go. There we go. So it's salt mixed with a little bit of celery seeds.
So does it taste like celery? Because celery tastes like...
It just tastes delicious, bro. Oh my god. It's reported to be in KFC's secret spice mix.
Wow.
So there you fucking go.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. Don't go to Walmart. Right. Don't go to gas stations. This is our danger list right now. We report on violent crime a lot. Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to gas stations. Don't get on the fucking subway. But do check out KFC. I'm going to put this on the other hand so nobody gets confused. Do check out KFC. Celery salt in the secret recipe, folks. You heard it here first.
I'm trying to pull up some news, and it is not working.
He flops.
It's not working.
He flops.
Okay. Common disinfectant wipes expose people to dangerous chemicals, research reveals. Researchers say wipes that contain the chemical group quats, which are linked to serious health problems. So that's not good.
Don't confuse that with squats. Squats are very healthy.
Or twats.
Twats aren't healthy, but everybody's got them.
The chemicals mightn't... Oh my god. Sorry, the chemicals might not be efficacious, but also might be harmful.
Okay, so they don't work and they're bad for you. That's not surprising to me. When have you pulled out a disinfectant wipe and not had like 3% of your brain go, this just doesn't feel right. Something bad is about to happen. Does that happen with you guys?
Kind of. I feel like I feel good with the disinfectant wipe. I'm like, okay, I'm getting to the root cause here of what's going to make people sick. Because a lot of times you have a cleaner that doesn't actually clean. It's just like a fucking nice smell.
That's why you make your own. I run a cleaning business, folks. Folks, and I make my own cleaning chemicals. And by make my own cleaning chemicals, I mean I mix 99% alcohol with like 30% water and a drop of Dawn dish soap, maybe a little vinegar. That's basically cleans everything. Unless you need an abrasive cleaning agent, that's it. That's all you need. Go to town. Don't use it on
woods. And if you need an abrasive cleaning company, call TT.
If you need an abrasive cleaning company, fuck off, because I'm abrasive. Hey!
Right, exactly.
Living up to the name. So hand sanitizers are not keeping you as safe as you think. You heard it here first.
Not even nearly as safe.
Not even nearly. Did they give us any chemicals other than quats? Like, what the fuck is a quat? Can I get the lowdown on what a quat is?
Yeah, let me see here. Quats.
Everybody close your eyes for a second. I'm going to do something bad.
So quats are quaternary ammonium compounds and are potent disinfectant chemicals commonly found in disinfectant wipes, sprays, and other household cleaners. They are certified by the EPA as pesticides.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. Oh, that's okay. That's what allows them to be antibacterial. So I wonder if we're getting quats in our sanitizer. We've got quats as well. So yeah,
I just feel like they should have done a better job with naming it. Like CPC, it's cetylpyridinium chloride. Like. Just call it CPC. That's way more like, you hear quat and you're like, did something weird? Did something sexual happen to this? Like, do they have? Is the last line of production in the factory that they put it in a cake and somebody cake farts on it? You know, like quat. You know, that feels like what a quat is. There's just a person that just does this all day.
They just won't stop. They just can't stop. Oh Jesus. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I was trying to find news, and so I had to pull my screen away for a second. I came back,
Oh,
and I
and
was not anticipating
you
that.
saw the Quat Factory rolling out
I
there?
saw the Quat Factory, yeah. And I
Just
was
like there's
whoa.
last week we were talking about professional race surface inspectors, TT here.
Horse race
Horse
services
race
inspectors.
surface
And
inspectors.
that was like 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago, but the horses are all dead. Preakness is over. The Preakness demon came and the Preakness demon went. It only killed 75,000 people who didn't have their hair covered in mayonnaise, so we're safe. That's a little inside joke. You gotta watch the show every time, guys. If you want to know what's going on, you gotta watch the show every time. I'm sorry. You can't blame me for that.
Oh my gosh. All right. So how are you doing? Let's shift
I'm
gears
fuck
here.
this.
How
I'm
are
going
you
back
doing?
to full brightness. I'm going back to full brightness. TT's
Okay,
back on the
Jesus
sun.
Christ.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go. How am I doing? I'm doing
How
good.
you doing? How you doing?
I look pretty haggard, but I had a good day yesterday. I went over to see the in-laws. It was hot. It was too hot. I think part of what you're seeing is it's too hot.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a sunburn. Boys get a little sun.
Yeah. I think I am.
You
looking
really
a little
were
red.
on the. You really were on the level of the sun.
Yeah, really was on the level of the sun. But I'm doing good. What happened this week? Still taking my Wuz Brewin, still holding strong on the. We got a bunch of people in the chat still holding strong on not drinking a bunch and no kratom for this guy. So pretty sober boy, and I think I'm starting to feel good for it.
Oh yeah,
Had
with
a
the
couple-
boost be in the mix.
Yeah. With the Wuz be in the mix, Wuz Brewin. It does sound a lot like PCP. Okay, so right now, Jay, we got 4 viewers in. We got Dylan and Aske. What's up? And I can see your chat, bro. I can see your fucking chat, bro.
Yo.
Thank God. Oh
What
my
is
God. Yes. So Dylan and Aske says, glad to be here. I have that same playlist playing at work. Lo-fi girl, you just can't beat it. It's just a solid playlist.
Oh, I forgot about the lo-fi girl because
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm
Yeah.
I'm on the other.
Oh, and
Okay, folks, I'm a little bit sick, so that's why we're not meeting digitally.
Wait! Don't
You
tell
like
him! Don't
to-
tell him! Don't tell him! They don't
Okay,
have to
I won't
know.
tell him.
They don't even have to know, bro.
There was an incident.
There was an incident. There was an incident at the Quat Factory. There was an incident at the Quat Factory. Sometimes when you go down, you just don't come back up. See, I have so much freedom to abuse my power.
Yeah, you're going crazy right now.
I
You're
am.
Fucking,
I'm having fun.
you're
though.
like a helicopter that lost one of its fucking propellers.
Black Hawk down, but there's definitely a better White Cock down. White Cock down.
Black quat down.
Black Quat down. Yeah. Well, okay. Everyone's noticed that Black Hawk is basically the same thing as Black Cock, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. So
Obviously.
I'm white, so White Cock down.
Sure. I did a stand-up joke one time that was like, I had it for a little bit. It was that I thought of that premise. My buddy Randall was watching the Chicago Blackhawks, a hockey team, and I thought more like Chicago Blackhawks. And then I was like, that's kind of funny. I wonder if anybody else has put that together. I was like 21. So I was way over amplifying my own abilities there in my head. And so then I remember telling that joke as like a joke, being like, I found, goddamn.
I did some research. I went into the lab for about a week and a half. I got called away because of a family emergency, but I came back, and 3 months later.
Good God. Will you let me? Can I live?
You can live.
Can I live? Okay. No, I was flagging. You were saving me. I appreciate that.
No, you don't. Don't. Shut the fuck up. Keep telling your story. Keep telling your story, guy.
No, I didn't, but I did. And at the end, I did. Initially, I didn't at all. Initially, I was like, I'm literally trying to tell a story. But then once I realized, I was like, he's trying to save the broadcast right now.
I'm trying.
Hey, I'm just saying what's real.
That's fair. White Cock down.
The thing about the story is it's not a very eventful story, so you need to tell it. You know what I mean? There can't be like a bit in the middle of it because it's kind of like a non-story that is a story. Have you ever had one of those?
Absolutely.
Where you just
For me though, for a non-story that is a story, you need to spice it up. I'm over here with my celery salt trying to spice up this KFC secret sauce, and you're fucking the Colonel fucking quatting on my face.
Jesus fucking Christ, Tyler. You quat one more time. I'm
probably gonna. You're gonna come. He's gonna come if I quat one more time. Folks, vote down below. Do I quat or do I not? Do you guys want to see Jeff rage come live on air today?
Oh my god.
Does he quat or does he not? Yes or no in the polls.
This boy's in a quat frenzy. Firestorming quats over here.
Firestorming quats over here, Vietnam level.
All right. So I'm thinking I'm so brilliant. Chicago Blackhawks. The entire story that I'm telling as a stand-up bit is that I thought that I was smart, and I looked up Chicago Blackhawks on Google because I was like, I wonder if anybody else has thought of that joke. But then I just, saw like black gay porn. But so I was saying that as a joke.
Of course.
And then I remember there was a black guy in the audience, and it was dead silent because I didn't really land the joke.
You didn't time it
and
very
it was
well.
I didn't time it very well, and the black guy just went, haha, he like it. And everybody just started uproariously laughing.
Oh god, that's the worst when somebody carries your joke for you.
But then I was able to say that. I was like, the last time I told that joke, it didn't land either, and there was a black guy in the front row, and he said, haha, he like it.
Was he insinuating that you liked
tonight.
black cock?
Is that? Yeah, of course.
Okay. I just
he was
wanted to
making
double-check
fun
that.
of me, I think.
Yeah. Flashbacks to the kids on the bus and the paper in the back of the head.
Oh my gosh.
Flashbacks to the fucking literal teacher pulling the chair out. I can't believe that story. That one is wild. That one is wild.
In Virginia, circa 2003.
2003.
Got a chair pulled out from under
Not
me by
even
a teacher that looked like Wesley Snipes.
And not while he was sitting down. Not while he was in the act of sitting down. The teacher pulled the chair out from underneath him when he was in it. That takes some violence.
Have you ever been in a weird situation with a teacher? Like, what's the weirdest situation that you were in with a teacher?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Haig and I had, like, a blood feud.
Okay, Mr. Haig, band teacher. Mr. Haig was a really polarizing person, I feel like. I feel like you either loved him or you hated him.
He was like Donald Trump. He was the Donald Trump of Kingston High School, for sure. Yeah, no. He was a raging cunt.
Wait, is he still working there? Shout out Mr. Haig.
Shout out Mr. Haig. He was a raging cunt. Shout out Mr. Haig. He was a raging cunt.
Salute.
He was like the absolute worst, unless you were like, and I'm not throwing any shade your way, Mr. Haig, except I 100% am. Unless you were a pretty young girl, or you just shut the fuck up and played your instrument. Like, if you had any type of soul, any character, anything, he just wanted to destroy you. And now take that.
I'm just fucking imagining you being an annoying fucking kid constantly playing the drums while he's trying to tell everybody how to fucking do their parts. And you're like, unless you were a hot girl, if you just had a modicum of soul, you're just literally being a disruption in the class.
No, here's the thing. If I was like one of 7 people that hated him, I would be like, you're right. But there were a lot of people that hated him. So yes, I was a cunt, and I will own that. But
yes, thank you.
I also wasn't, I was like slightly disruptive, kind of a, but I also worked really hard on the music.
You weren't like the cunt. There were maybe multiple cunts.
Ask him, and he probably would have said I was. One time he came up behind me and he like pushed me. He like pushed me so hard that my chair lifted off the ground and I like fell off of my chair. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like leaning behind talking to a saxophonist, like, oh, how'd your you were playing your thing. Everybody was kind of like chatting, and he just like fucking pushed the shit out of me. It was hard enough that it felt like a punch. Like, I literally thought I got punched. And a bunch of kids were like, what the fuck just happened?
You were sitting down and he just pushed the back of your chair?
No, my shoulder. My shoulder, and then my chair like tipped over and stuff. Like, it was kind of wild. A bunch of kids saw it and were like, that was really weird. That was super weird. That wasn't cool.
Holy
Something
shit!
bad happened just then.
Well, and you've always been on the leaner side, and he's a behemoth of a man.
He is.
He's like 4 times your size.
Yeah, we talk about pear-shaped people. There's a
Even the very
horror.
pear-shaped man.
There's a horror book called a pear-shaped man. It's actually
Really?
fucking terrifying. I would love to do a live
That
reading of it.
sounds scary just on its face. A pear-shaped man.
Yeah.
You cannot trust a pear-shaped man.
Pear-shaped man.
This is bringing back childhood memories because once my dad told me I was shaped like a pear.
Oh no! God, for everything bad that happens in the world, you have some kind of trauma that it can trigger. You know, you're just
Well,
like you're like one for one. You know, if something bad happens.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, bro, mad respect on that.
Okay, wait. So, I don't want to get away from this because I want to talk about band a little bit. I wish we could have been in band together. That would have been fun. I was a saxophonist. I played alto, then I played bari, then I did drums for a little bit, and band was just so much fun. But I also was like being wild. I would like do the fingerings. I would like click my keys, and the band teacher would yell at me for like squirming and not sitting still and like playing.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's the hard part about band is you got too many kids. You got too many
kids doing well, and the type of kids that are drawn to an instrument at a young age are going to be like fiddly and finicky and fucking wild and talking and fidgeting and doing all this shit.
Yeah, especially what I found out was the drummers were all fuck ups. If you're in drums in band, you're the most fiddly.
Who was drumming with you?
Who was drumming with me? Oh gosh, I can't remember their names. Nick. Nick
Trout?
that married actually, I think Nick Trout was a trumpeter. He was a trumpeter.
Okay.
Shout out to Nick Trout on trumpet.
Yo,
but we might
be.
We're getting into.
Marilyn?
Yeah, Nick that married Marilyn. What was his last name? Nick.
Thorpe? No, not Thorpe.
No.
Nick. Who cares?
We're in the weeds. Fuck this. Let's get some.
But no, we're not. We're not in the weeds talking about band, though.
We're not in the weeds talking about band.
There's so much to talk about.
So
I was second chair saxophone, and I always wanted to get first chair, and I never fucking got it.
Dude,
I never fucking got it.
That's hard. But second chair is a good deal. How many people were there?
Well, there were two.
No!
There were two. And I remember, dude, I challenged her like 6 or 7 times. And I remember just at the very end of the fucking like year where basically it was just for pride. I challenged her like the second to last day, and I lost. And she had never really made that big deal about it because she was kind of like shy, quiet, fastidious, like hardworking.
She just fucked you up that time.
She fucked me up. Well, she fucked me up. I mean, it was always close, but she fucked me up that time. And then she just was like. I could tell she was a little scared. She was like, she was like dancing and like she let out like a little squeal, and I was so taken aback. I was like, wow, she's not just a saxophone robot. She's a real human that really enjoys beating me.
Enjoys destroying me. Oh god.
Yeah, I think she even wrote something in my yearbook about it. I think she was like, you'll get first chair one day or something.
But not on my watch.
Not on my fucking watch, kid. But then I came to fucking to Kingston, and I was killing it. I was killing it in the saxophone department.
There were way more saxophonists in Kingston.
Sorry, no, not Kingston, Stanwood. I went to Stanwood.
You gotta start playing sax again. We need that sax.
I want to. I just, I've got some dental issues that make it difficult right now. It's a real bummer.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real bummer.
Yeah.
For those folks of you that don't know, I have a partial denture. I said it at a show once.
Are you going to drop it for him?
I won't drop it. That's for the Patreon.
That is for the Patreon. Hey, guys, we're going to start a Patreon. I mean,
we've started it. Quit saying we're going to start it.
Okay, we've got a Patreon.
Like 6 months ago.
We've got a Patreon, but we haven't advertised it at all. What's a fair amount? Like, should we do like a $5 a month? Is that a safe Patreon amount where we don't look like cunts? But we also
$5.
$5.
I think that's fair.
Is that a
dude? Have you do you interface with Patreon at all? Do you fucking okay?
No.
It is crazy because Patreon shows you how much money people are making.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Super transparent.
it's kind of cool until you see the amount of money people are making, and then you're like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck? It's insane. Like at one point, I remember Tim Dillon, one of my favorite guys, was making $70,000 a month on Patreon. And then I looked like 7 months later, and he was making like $200,000 a month on Patreon. I think he's like
Wow.
number two on Patreon or something. But
Wait.
it's like,
What the fuck?
dude, it's fucked city. I'm looking
Wow.
it up.
Wow. two
Tim
hundred thousand
Dillon.
dollars a month. So that's $2.4 million a year. And that's just the Patreon.
That's just the Patreon. Here, let's see.
Go
I'm
Tim
trying to
Dillon.
see.
Go Tim Dillon. Anyone out there
He's
fans of
literally,
Tim Dillon? Jeff is
you know, he's my boy.
Jeff is a we both got sad. I
I'm
don't
a
know
what?
Tim Dillon.
I'm a what?
Do you want me to say it or do you want to move
Say it.
past
Well,
it?
say it.
You're Tim
Say
Cuck.
whatever the fuck you think. I'm not Tim Cook. The fuck?
You gotta say it way more. You gotta say it way more. If you're gonna actually convince these people you're not a Tim Cook, you can't
Sure.
go. I'm not a Tim Cook.
Okay, honestly, I would like to dive into this then.
Okay, let's dive
Are
into
you
it.
saying this? Are you saying this, or is
No,
there
I'm just
actually?
fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. Gotcha. Because I got to tell you. Well, this is for the Patreon.
See, I've got a
I have a
50% chance. Oh, sorry.
I have a story about Tim Dillon and us, but it's for the Patreon. It's actually oh yeah, okay. 200 and yeah, this man makes okay, he's fifth on Patreon. He makes $213,000 a month.
That's respectable. Okay, what does he
It's
charge?
fucking
What's
insane.
his? What are his rates? What are his rates?
He's got one that's $5 and one that's 20.
That's a lot of. Let's average it at 10. Let's average it at 10, and see how many supporters he has.
Granted.
So he makes
Oh, well, you
213,000.
can see he's got 36,000 patrons. 36,500.
36,000 patrons. I love
feel like that's
the
a lot of
concept of
people.
Patreon. The concept of Patreon is so cool. It's very, the Rome was very big on patrons, but it was kind of the inverse. The patrons were like extremely wealthy people that would be like, there's an orphan with a bum leg. I will teach him to be a swordsmith.
Is that a patron or a patrician?
Patron.
Okay, what's a patrician?
A political figure? But let's double check that. I'm a patrician. I don't need your permission to levy taxes, motherfucker. Best duck and cover if you're trying to keep your property. I don't know. Patrician. I thought I had it. An aristocrat
Yeah, you may have.
or nobleman. Okay, so
Yeah, that's a Roman patrician.
what's an aristocrat definition? Aristocrat. I think
Aristocrat is
wealthy-
just somebody who's like well-to-do, socioeconomically connected.
Okay. Aristocrat is a member of the aristocracy. Okay, we're gonna go one deeper, folks.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I
Aristocracy
hate it when dictionaries be doing that, bro.
is the highest class in certain societies, especially those holding hereditary titles or offices. So this is where it starts to get confusing because you're like, what is a nobleman? What is a I mean, like, how much power did a noble have? I think probably a lot. There just used to be way more like we're all this pyramid, and then there's like the El Presidente at the top. But it used to, well, I guess no, it was the same way. There was like the king, and then there was like regional managers, and then like, sub-regional managers, and then peasantry.
The whole thing was pretty much a big Costco.
It was a big fucking Costco. And that's why Costco's doing so well today, because they saw that, they recognized that, and they imitated it. In
Some things
modernity.
don't change.
Some things don't change. Sometimes people want 48 eggs at once.
What's your favorite thing to get at Costco? And then I'll read some news. Really quick, Hertz apologizes after refusing rental car to Puerto Rican customer. I'm going to let you stew on that. Now, what's your favorite thing to get at Costco?
Taste testers. Nah, they've got good bread. Honestly, my favorite thing to get at Costco, it's the hot dog.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm a hot dog slut.
Really?
I am a
See, I
hot
never get
dog
behind a
slut.
fucking hot dog,
You
man.
can
Something
never get
about the
behind a
tech.
hot dog?
No, no, no. A good dog, like actually grilled, I can get behind that. But I don't know. I can't. It's a textural thing for me. I need like a crispy char on the outside or something.
Mm.
I don't know.
I mean, you lived in Seattle for a long time, so you had access to like some nice dogs. Did you like those dogs?
The dog, that's honestly how I got back into dogs.
Okay, okay. See, for me, I'm like a mayonnaise, barbecue, and horseradish on a dog, and then I'll add some like chopped onion, stuff like that. But for me, like we went to a festival once, and I brought 82 hot dogs. I brought 82 hot dogs because I was just gonna live off of hot dogs the whole festival.
Oh, wait, that's right. I remember. I'm like, wait, this sounds, yeah.
Yeah,
The
Fathom. And then Carl, our Scottish bro pop, Carl, our Scottish bro pop actually brought like 40 pounds of potatoes, 40 pounds of onions, and he just cooked like wonderful Scottish meals. I don't even know if they were,
hard.
he was going hard. So we didn't open a single pack of those hot dogs. Folks, in 9 days, I ate 82 hot dogs. I think Allison maybe ate 2 hot dogs.
Dude, how? Like, just straight up out of the
You
fucking.
just buckle down. You just buckle down. Somebody's got to eat these dogs.
Okay, you would always eat them on a bun though. Here's something. Do you ever do the fucking piece of bread as a bun?
Of course.
That's nice.
Of course.
Toasted?
Here's the thing,
That's
a hot
fucking
dog, human civilization will be gone. Rats will be like 3 feet tall and humanoid, and you'll find a fucking sealed pack of hot dogs and it'll still be good. You wait a week and a half in a warm pantry, and your buns are gone. Your buns are fucking mold city. I'm going back to the sun. Hey guys, TT reporting in from the sun.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going back.
This
to the
guy. This guy.
You just
This
yeah. Of
reminded
course
me-
you got to use bread. Of course you got to use bread sometimes. If you're a real hot dog warrior, if you're a real hot dog slut, of course you got to use bread sometimes.
But did you mostly you were mostly bun and bread? You didn't go anything else with
Mostly
the 82
bun
hot
and
dogs?
bread. Here's what I will say. When I
And a
run out of
tortilla?
buns, I'll do it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
I'd rather eat a hot dog plain.
Okay.
Here's what I will say. When I run out of buns, I use bread. When I run out of dogs, but I have buns, I will fill my fucking hot dog bun with macaroni salad.
It's actually not a bad call. I feel like I get that.
It's pretty good.
I would prefer potato salad.
I do potato salad too. I originally was potato salad, but then I moved over to macaroni salad because I kind of shifted. I like macaroni salad quite a bit now. What I really like is bread and mayonnaise.
So when the two come together.
When the two come together in the form of noodles and it's socially acceptable, it's a pretty fucking dangerous combination. Just like alcohol, like alcohol for alcoholics in a society that accepts alcohol. Not so good. You give Tyler, I will bring home a fucking bucket of, one of these buckets. A face-sized bucket of macaroni salad. And I'm not kidding, Jay. I will eat, like, almost nothing but that for a day and a half and it'll be gone. It's like, I have to, if I'm not careful when I shop, like, I could eat zebra cakes. I could eat 6 zebra cakes a day if I bought zebra cakes. Like, I'm actually a very poor eater. I just control what I purchase very well. So I'm a monster when it comes to food. And that's where it gets dangerous. Like when you have a family like my mom, she's always trying really, really hard. But my dad, my brother, like all these other people living in the house, they have this stuff.
Heathens.
These fucking heathens. Can I say the GOY word? Can I not?
You can say the GOY word.
I can say goy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to say it tastefully.
Goy! Is that...
That's nice.
Okay. So I'll say it tastefully and we're good. A goy is actually a non-Jew. It's what a Jew says to a non-Jew,
yeah.
right? So
exactly. I think it's a derogatory term for a non-Jew, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So I could call you a goy and that would be acceptable.
You can call me a goy, but I'm so afraid of getting canceled again.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to delete this.
We're gonna have to delete this one too. My wife is 25%.
Jewish.
Jewish.
By the
Yeah.
way, I am 10% West African.
Yeah, that is important to note.
DNA
And
verified.
50% Hispanic. Well, 50% Hispanic, 50%
Mexican.
Mexican.
Mexican. Hispanic just means you speak Spanish. I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure.
do you have the down low on Latino, Hispanic, and Hispanic?
Latinx.
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 Well, Latino is like you're from a Latin country.
And
Hispanic is like you speak Spanish, you're culturally Spanish. Latinx is you are from a Latin country and you have a mental health disorder.
I was gonna say Latinx is you're from a Latin country and you're also on OnlyFans.
Oh, there we go. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Um, I actually don't know what Latinx is. I have no fucking clue.
Okay. It
I
sounds
just
like
heard somebody who
oh
I just heard somebody who was Latino railing against it, and I was like, fair enough. He's like, just call me Latino. Like we don't like Latinx. But you know, it takes a village.
It doesn't sound like it sounds weird. Latinx. It sounds like a French word. Latinx. Except the French would never have tinx as a word. That's a very
I think
dumb
I think it's actually Latin X.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steamroll you there, but I think it's
No.
actually Latin X.
So one thing I do want to bring up is I had a girlfriend. I use that term loosely. I had a girlfriend. I've got a sty right now, guys. It's terrifying.
I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but it looks painful. I'm sorry.
It is painful. It is painful. Yeah. I had a girlfriend who was a Wishkin. A Whiskin.
What?
Yeah, a Wiccan? You know, a Wiccan? Except
Why
a
are you
Whiskin
saying
is
Whiskin?
exactly.
Uh-oh.
Cat wizard. She thought she was a cat. She thought she was a cat witch.
What?
She thought she was a cat witch, and so now I'm just imagining like Latinx is like a
Well,
Latino
was she a
person
cat
who
witch?
also thinks they're a lynx. But the thing about being Latinx is you don't have to actually be Latino or a lynx. Just like she didn't
Right.
have to actually be half
have to
cat,
present
half
it
witch.
one.
You just have to present as one.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, my mom was hardstyle Wiccan. Do you
I remember
that?
she gave me a salt reading or something. She gave me a salt reading.
Did she?
Yeah, I
She
went
was
into the
trying to assault you.
Yeah.
What's up?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to dive into it, but
My mom had some rough later years for the books at all.
the road got bumpy. The road got bumpy.
For her it was like bumpy, smooth, weird ups and downs, bumpy. That was her kind of path in life.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It was very much tied to like your dad is at sea, your dad is not at sea. Your dad is at sea, your dad is not at sea. He's a military kid. She was a military
boy.
wife. She was a military wife.
She was.
So it's rapid. I don't know when.
It's hard out here.
It's hard out here. I want to do a quat.
Don't fucking do it.
I'm using the lights to avoid. I'm using the light as replacement therapy. Every time I want to do a quad, I turn the light up.
Oh, okay, I see. You are unhinged.
I'm fucking unhinged today, baby. I told you I'm not gonna drink it. I'm drinking it.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just feeling good.
All right, bang one out. Bang one out. Bang one out, baby.
Are you gonna come? Are you gonna come?
Hey, it depends on how hard you quat, baby. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm uncomfortable.
That's the last quat, folks. The last samurai, the last quaterai. When you get really good at quats, you become a quaterai.
Yeah.
Hit it!
You were actually in the quarterfinals. You didn't win the big dance, but you got far.
And just to wrap up that whole bit, don't use hand sanitizing wipes. Just use isopropyl. Just buy isopropyl. Put it in a bottle that sprays, and add a little bit of water and some Dawn to it, and you're literally good to go, guys. And also, folks, get some rags.
Go ahead.
If you don't have enough rags, don't just use paper towels. Get some rags and just wash them and use them again. Rags are great. Have enough rags to really you can save a lot of energy, and they absorb so much more liquid. They have so much more abrasive power. They're reusable. They're cost effective. Rags are amazing. Anyways, you got some some violent news for us, JJ?
Well, I've got some uplifting news. It's actually, I mean, let's see. Jack Coe recently celebrated his 107th birthday and has died. He was the oldest living man in New Zealand. So New Zealand's oldest man dies shortly after 107th birthday.
Is that
What do you think
uplifting?
about that, T?
I mean,
It's kind of uplifting.
he made it to 107. That's so I'm 30 right now. So that's
over three times.
Yeah, that's three and a half times. Three and a half
That's
times
huge.
my age. That would.
The thing about old people is as long as they have some sense of decorum in their older years, they can get away with so much and people will forgive everything. And everybody that knows that they did bad things is dead. So it's kind of crazy because
Yeah, like
you know,
Nazis in Brazil. Like you just wait long enough, and then it's like, I've just got the mustache and a slight German accent.
I've got I have pale skin, so I wear this hat, and
Yeah.
it's that's pretty much it. I wasn't involved in any of that weird stuff.
It just hides the full skull cap swastika.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the it's a comedy TV show. There's a scene in. Okay, speaking of comedy TV shows, I was driving from Seattle the other day, and you know when you're driving to Kitsap from Seattle and you see Beto's RV Center. You know, kind of in Tacoma.
I do know that, yeah.
Beto's RV Center. I just had this feeling, this vision, this flash. Like Beto's RV needs to be like a very cheap like comedy show about like just running like a shitty
RV center.
RV sales place outside of
Whoa.
Tacoma. Am I talking
Throw
smack
some
about
respect on
Beto's?
Beto. Yo,
He's
throw
been
some
around.
respect on
He's
Beto's
been around
name.
longer than we have.
Exactly.
He probably has
He's providing the fucking foundation for family vacations. That's their slogan.
and modern homelessness due
to shanty towns being increasingly more popular.
because of property prices. He's making sure that our youth don't wind up completely homeless.
And that's huge. Thank you,
That's
Beto.
huge. Thank you, Beto.
I can see that though. Beto's RV park, and it's kind of like Trailer Park Boys meets It's Always Sunny.
Yeah,
Something
exactly,
like that.
exactly. Also,
Let's have ChatGPT write it.
you know, oh my God, let's literally have ChatGPT write it.
Yeah, that'd be funny, right?
So there's a little thing. There's a little thing there. There's I'm religious. I don't touch myself because it's where it's like it's against the rules. Wait, so you don't masturbate though? You don't masturbate though? You don't masturbate though?
Oh my gosh, that was that's comedy. Comedy's taking risks.
I reached around and okay. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know how to finish that one. Except I do. I got one of my own, folks.
Man,
So did you come when I did the final quat?
I did come.
Okay.
I did come. And I was thinking, we should just do this.
We should just do this. You want to start an RV center? We got Hollow Jest chiming in. That RV center is a mental checkpoint for me to check my speed and stop zoning out. It's the colors. The colors, it's such a bad logo design, but you're like, you cannot help but see. I've seen it every single time I've driven on that road. Both directions. Betos.
Oh.
It gets scary when you start to go too fast with Betos.
Okay, I'm looking up some more news here. Ohio Catholic priest convicted of sex trafficking, abusing church-going minors into adulthood. And folks, if you look up the story and you see this gentleman's photo, he looks like somebody who would abuse church-going minors into adulthood. It's not good.
It's not
really
good.
not good.
It's not good. So
if you've watched anything about the Brew and you know if you retained this fact about pedos, they look like pedos. I'm so
pedos
sorry.
look like pedos.
It's fucked. It's literally fucked. Pedos look like pedos. I hate to judge a book by its cover, but your brain changes when you start to be a pedo.
One thing I do have to say is we've got it deleted it, but somebody chimed in and said don't go to Ohio earlier, and I don't think there was any context for that. And then you come in with and then
wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was probably when we were saying don't go to Walmart, don't go to gas stations, don't go to Subways. do go to KFC's, and now
You
we've
go to
got.
KFC, get that celery salt.
Don't go to Ohio. Don't go to
jeez.
Ohio.
I just, what makes me sad is being abused into adulthood. It's like you're like 25 and you're like,
The only thing I'll say about it is, at least they made it. Because I'm imagining there's an alternate version of this guy where he's like 16, used up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
100%. He's just like, what am I good for?
But abused into adulthood,
I should go back to the motherland.
I should go back.
It
to
is.
The
I
motherland.
mean, I guess it's not as dark as abused as a child.
Yeah,
If you're abused
Yeah,
as an adult, you can smoke a cig. You can play a little bit of fucking League.
if
You
you're on
can
a
just kind of take.
yeah,
Rough day at the parish.
rough day at the parish. So how do you fucking do both of those things at the same time? Like, is he was a priest, so he was actively like, he's clocking out late. He's clocking out at 1 a.m. He's going to bed Saturday night. Saturday is a busy night for pedophilic prostitution. Like, is that what it is? Oh, God.
There is.
But he's clocking out late. Saturday's a busy night. He clocks out at 3 a.m., gets up bright and early at 6, brushes his teeth, rounds all the kids up into the basement and locks them in a cage, and then heads over to church to give a sermon.
Zacharias then began to groom the boys for commercial sex acts, using his position as a priest and teacher to ingratiate himself with the boys and their families as a trusted friend. Is it ingratiate's not the right word there?
Make
Isn't
them grateful to him. No, man, that's make them grateful to him.
For some reason, I thought ingratiate meant like to denigrate.
Ingratio. Okay. It's Mario's cousin. Ingratio! Okay.
Here's the thing, though. The grooming process involved a gradual increase of more sexualizing conversations, and then the victims developed serious opiate addictions.
Fuck. See, that's...
giving them pain
there
meds.
You go. I was going to say, what Bible verses is he quoting to convince them this is okay? Because I'd like to see that stat. Because he's got to have... If he's doing this over and over again, he's like, okay, we're going to Psalms 32:16, and it's okay to suck dick if your priest says so. Like, that's not a Bible verse.
Especially if he gives you a handful of pills.
Especially if he gives you a handful of pills. If he doesn't give you a handful of pills, double check they're not aspirin. Aspirin is not, saith the Lord, aspirin is not kosher.
That's what he calls communion, when he's giving you a pill in your mouth.
There you go. So we've got, Sam Smith says, what's up with the new setup? We actually diverged realities. No, we're doing a Zoom stream. Jay is sick today. So
I'm a little bit sick.
This is our option.
This is our makeshift.
This
is our makeshift.
We've
got it.
And then I guess we've got only in Ohio is a meme, you old fogies. Only in Ohio. So I've got to assume based on only in Ohio. Only in Ohio. Is it kind of like Florida? Like, oh, you would never see that.
Florida man. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
God, that's better.
Listen, I don't want to call you out here, but are you a hand sneezer by nature or just in great moments of distress? Because I've seen motherfuckers be the same.
I'm not a hand sneezer. I'm a shirt sneezer, but in great moments of distress.
Okay, that's very fair. I watched a man fucking sneeze into his hand the other day, and I didn't like it. He's somebody I work with.
Either. Yeah, I wouldn't like it either. I'll do this. Yeah. I'll do this, but almost always I'll do this. This is
the shirt. The shirt is a classy move. I started doing that in the pandemic.
Yeah, the shirt is the move.
It's like, don't you worry.
Why did you have to do that in the pandemic? Were you not wearing a mask, Jeffrey?
No, I developed good acumen for personal safety and personal hygiene. And sometimes I didn't wear a mask. Okay. But I did more other times than I didn't due to
cancel! Get the fucking paddy wagon in here, boys! We got a runner!
Dude, that's such a fucking weird moment in time. I hope we never go back to that. I hope we
we do. All I did, my life was I just did a bunch of hallucinogens down at the park.
Yeah.
That was my gig. That was my gig. I mean, I did lose a ton of money. I mean, it was financially horrific. It was financially horrific, but spiritually enlightening. Until...
Right. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Exactly, kind of. That's... The thing is, there's still a bad taste in my mouth, and something bad happened to me, and I don't know what. So, like, it's hard to weigh it out. But if I look at, like, the individual instances of things happening, it's like, ooh,
I wonder if it was
nice,
all the
fun.
hallucinogens at once in a row. Something bad happened to me. I don't know what. I did the hallucinogens more than I've ever done them in the shortest amount of time ever.
There you go.
But,
That's
but
potentially hammer on the head there. Potentially hammer on the head there. I have taken a good long break. I think the last time was at the bachelor party.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, I did one more time. I did one more time in the woods.
Yeah.
I did one more time in the woods with Derek
right?
and Al. Yeah. And it was pretty weird. There was a moment. See, you know, folks, here's what I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take a firm stance on whippets right now. Don't do whippets.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a firm stance and say, don't do whippets.
Yeah. I never should have done whippets on acid. And I'm not going to say you introduced me to that, and I only would have done that if you hadn't introduced me to that. But, hey, no. It's, you know, what are you going to do? Sometimes you have friends, and, you know,
sometimes
you
they're bad
influence each other.
influences. And
Hey,
sometimes they irreparably damage your brain, and sometimes that leads to
What have I been a bad influence of you on?
I don't know. I wish I had something in my back pocket that I could pull out. Is it
Reddies? Red Bulls now?
Red Bulls, Reddies and Headies. Reddies and Headies.
Reddies and Headies, what's up? A memoir.
Reddies and Headies, a memoir. Oh my god, I hope that's actually a thing. I hope we die with more than 133 YouTube subscribers and somebody makes a memoir.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah, legit.
Go ahead and tell your friends to subscribe to the YouTube.
Share us out. Just give grandma warnings. Just make sure to give a grandma warning and say, hey, grandma, probably don't watch this. Share us, but then say, grandma, probably don't watch this. If you're anyone's grandma...
Or do.
That's a good point.
Yo, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Like I was saying about old people. Every old person has, like, fucked hard. You know what I mean? Every old person has done some debaucherous shit. Every old person's probably, like, done drugs and, like, driven.
Sure, okay,
You know,
okay.
like,
See, I feel like churches give a nice little box, though. Like, if somebody's been in a church their whole life, they may not have done that. But if you haven't been in a church your whole life, there's, like, a 90% chance you fucked hard.
But even if you were in church, like, it's like the church almost makes you more of a deviant in a certain part of your brain because you're like, fucking giving opiates to children and grooming him for commercial sex acts. Like, he started as a pious man, but the grace of God turned him into... No, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like if you're like, don't touch the button, don't touch the button, don't touch the button. All I want to do is touch the button.
Sure. That's it, man. You know? When I was 13, they were telling me, do not masturbate, do not masturbate, do not masturbate.
You're like, I
masturbated at church.
Did you?
I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where?
And here's the funniest part. And I thought about this while it was happening. And earmuffs. This is reverse in time earmuffs.
Reverse earmuffs.
They have a baptismal font, right? They have a baptismal font in churches. The guy's bathroom is the closest room to the entire thing, and the stall that I was in there was a wall that was this thick, me jerking off right here, baptismal font right here. So
wait, what's a baptismal font? Is that like where you?
So like imagine a quat.
God damn it!
Imagine a quat.
I fucking knew that shit.
Except your head goes in the water. It's basically just a quat, but your head goes in the water. They send you in. They send you in. Man, I'm looking red and haggard. Welcome to red.
Good God. Keep it going.
They bury you in the water. They bury you in the water. They get you underwater. It's the you know.
Wait, but I thought they did that like I thought there was a little fountain and they did that at like the front of the church, or like the front of like the fucking stage and shit.
No,
You
some
guys
churches
are
they do
baptizing
that.
people in the bathroom?
No, not in the bathroom. There's just one wall between you and the baptismal font.
Oh, okay. So you were thinking like in construction
So
terms.
in construction terms,
You're like, I've got fucking quarter-inch drywall, maybe an inch and a half of insulation between me and my cum and this fount.
What I'll say is I could have taken the load and I could have punched through the wall and dropped it.
And dropped it in.
And that's what we call a baptismal load drop. A
baptismal load
BLD. That could be, there's a better term for it. There's a better term for it.
Yeah, what would it be? It's
BLB, baptismal load blow.
Yeah, that's a hard
I want to make a t-shirt.
That's a really hard one.
I want to make a t-shirt. It's like a, Viva La Resistance, except there's just cum dripping from his hand, and it's just suspended over a baptismal font. It's like, you want some holy water? You want some fucking holy water?
It's very obvious he's punched through a wall. There's like drywall dust.
There's drywall dust. Yeah. You got to get the wall in there too.
Oh
Absolutely.
My God. Hey, life finds a way.
Brotherwife, desecrating holy spaces since 2000 since 2000.
I'm trying to think if there was anything weird I did at church. Church was kind of a weird like cesspit for like weird emo kids that like to do fucking fingering banging and shit. I didn't get
to a normal
church, unfortunately.
But
there was finger banging happening.
There was finger banging happening, but you were even at church.
Even at church, I was like, God, why me?
God, why me? So they were. There was some weird shit at church. I'm doing all the things right. I pray to finger bang.
I try and act cool. I wear black t-shirts.
God,
why don't I like Invader Zim? I just want to like Invader Zim.
Oh my God,
all
Invader
the
Zim!
Emo kids getting ahead at church like Invader Zim.
Oh yeah, that's God. Yeah, Invader Zim really did mark you as a certain kind of person.
It really did, and it wasn't for me.
Did you have a gun belt?
No, but I would have loved one.
Yeah, if you would have had a gun belt.
I was trying so hard to be that, but my parents would never let me like go full bore, so I was always like halfway there.
Oh, yeah. That's a dangerous place to be. Halfway to an emo kid.
Fuck. I mean, eventually I got there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember my dad literally threw away my skinny jeans. He threw them away at one point, and then I was looking all over for them, and he didn't tell me he threw them away.
Wow. See, here's what eventually. If I was a dad in that era, I would have thrown the skinny jeans away too.
I wonder, bro. I probably... Yeah, it's hard. It's just like, listen, you should have been a better father to me.
Absolutely.
There's a fucking reason I am doing this. Like, should have been
There's
a better
reason
dad.
I'm at church wearing the black tees, praying to finger bang, and still not finger banging, Dad. And it's you.
And it's your fault.
And it's your fucking fault. Do you know how many finger bangs I would have done?
With the Holy Spirit right now.
Tripping with the holy juice. That's really...
Would have just given me some guidance. My dad gave me the weirdest guidance. One of the only guidances my dad gave me was like, walk a girl home and bring an umbrella.
Walk a girl home, bring an umbrella. The other guidance he gave you was, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! The other guidance he gave you was a 60-second egg timer to take a shower.
That's true. One time, just for context, Tyler and I were at my house and we were making chicken nachos and we were making the chicken, and somehow Tyler and I spilled this big pan of chicken, and we just kind of looked at it dumbfounded. My dad was there and we looked up at him, and then he just goes, pick it up, 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 like 17 times for us to pick up the chicken.
And it's like, what do you think we are going to do? Like, we're going to pick up the chicken.
I mean, in his defense, we weren't picking it up. I think he was like, pick it up so we can still save it.
Was he operating on the... Here's the thing about a 5-second rule. Like, if your chicken is like slowly bouncing down a hill, making more and more contact with dirt and debris, okay, I guess a 5-second rule has some like logical foundation, but once the chicken stopped,
Yeah, no,
Pick it up in the next 2 hours and eat it. There's a 2 hour rule. Pick it up before the room temperature causes, biological activity, but
well, I
bacteria to
believe we
develop into
continued cooking
colonies.
it. We continued cooking it.
Absolutely. If you can throw it back on the grill,
Yeah,
what are we?
we were
What
fine.
are we crying about? What are we bitching about? Let's get this chicken fried.
Let's get this chicken fried, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, any more violence?
my dad,
Sorry.
well, I was just gonna say my dad, he, I just remember when my mom, when him and my mom separated, he was just trying to go on a fuck fest.
Really?
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but fuck him. He was trying to go on a fuck fest, and I remember one time he was hanging out with this girl, who had a kid with like Down syndrome, and we were like hanging out with them, and then he was being really nice. I remember he bought me 2 for $5 Big Macs, and I really appreciated that. And we came home. I ate one of the Big Macs in the car. I left my second Big Mac in the car or something. I like go out to the car. I come back. A matter of like 20 seconds, he's in his room, already hard fucking this chick. I don't know. Like I'm like her kid is like in the living room. I'm like I'm getting my Big Mac about to go upstairs, and I just hear like,
oh wow. How
like
two questions.
Hard fucking.
Actually, just one question. How old was? Well, I mean, one question and then
like
one
8.
just why. The kid was 8. How old were you?
I was like 17. So it was such an awkward.
Did he talk to you? Was he
thing
like,
for me.
"Hey, can you watch her kid?"
No, I don't know what was going on.
They just like put a collar on him and tied him to like the recliner chair and then went
I
and
don't
just started
honestly,
fucking.
maybe the kid was upstairs with my brother and they were like sleeping. Because, yeah, I don't know. I just really remember and
Yeah.
I was like, is this really what's happening? And I was like, yeah, no, I don't, for some, like, because when you're 17, you're like, oh, I know about like fucking, and I'm like a man, and I'm like,
Yeah, but this sound is a lot to understand.
I feel like a little boy again. Like I was like, I never hard fucked like that.
So,
I didn't know what that was about. I could only assume that was what was happening. Hard fuck.
I've got something for you. I was at a comedy show, the Dope Show in Bremerton, like 3 weeks ago, and this guy was talking about he's got an 8-year-old kid, and he like believes in radical transparency. So like he doesn't lie to his kid. Like if there's an accident on the side of the road and he thinks someone's dead, he says, the person probably is dead. It's a real bummer. Like radical transparency. And he's talking about one time his kid comes home early from a friend's house, and him and his girl are banging, and the sound is happening, and so when he comes back out, his kid asks him, Daddy, I heard somebody clapping in the bedroom. And he thinks about it really hard, and he's like, do I draw a line anywhere? If I draw a line anywhere, is this the place I draw the line?
Right,
So instead he says, yeah, me and your mom were playing together, and she was having a really good time, so she started clapping. And so then he's like, I'm just imagining, my kid, he's having his first lay, he's 17, he's getting his first lay, and he just starts fucking clapping. He just starts clapping.
He's like, oh my gosh.
This is great.
I'm finally doing it. I'm finally a man.
Translating another guy's joke is tough. That's what I just realized.
I was trying to be there with the enthusiasm at the end there. I didn't know.
He did it 40 times better than I. The thing is, when you're trying to remember, like if you haven't recapped the story, the reason you can storytell your own stories so well is because you've done them 40 times, 100 times. You don't have to remember them. They are just there.
Right.
But when you're trying to remember somebody else's story, you're like, oh, was it this? Did he do this?
Well, what confused me was like, because the son didn't know that he was having sex.
Yeah.
So why would that translate to when he's having sex, he's clapping? I thought you were going to be like, he goes to his first slumber party and he's like, and he gets bullied his entire life. because he starts clapping when he's happy.
Sure.
That's what I was speculating.
I mispitched it. Here, you're not here to slap me. Oh God, I palmed myself.
Here, you want to slap me?
There, perfect.
Yeah.
We didn't get any audio on that. That's a real bummer. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear this, Jeff? Did you hear that?
I can't. There's like a limiter on your thing.
The sound suppression is going on.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually at an hour 5 already.
I felt like we were getting.
We're getting there.
We're getting long in the tooth.
We're starting to get a little long in the tooth.
Folks, we love you and we appreciate you tuning in, even when the brew setup is a little bit unconventional. We'll be back in person next Friday. That's right, touching knees.
Sexual sliding.
We have a new sexual slide move.
Yeah, we do. It's
because we do the brew in a literal playpen for all those folks that don't know.
It's here. I can kind of show you the playpen. I can try and use my body to break the image.
Use it. It's it's not working.
Wait,
it's not working.
Wait.
It's not. Oh, they can't see it. No, it's too difficult. It's like I know there's a playpen back there, and it doesn't even look like there is.
Guys, it's not gonna work. That was the best I had. We love you too, Dylan, and Zach.
Hey.
Existential dread at living in a consumer-based society is so real. It's so real.
It is.
It's because you can't escape from it. You can't fucking escape from it. And Jeff chimes in. I heard it. You heard it here first.
He heard it. Hey, can we give the good folks at home one more quat? Just one more quat to end on. Just really make it sexy too. Just really make it spicy and make it sexy. Here we go. The moment you guys have been waiting for. Here we go. And quat commence.
Oh, fuck.
Quat sustained. Oh.
Okay.
I had a feeling.
I actually just hurt my back. Just hurt my back.
Okay. Hachikuchi in my mind.
I actually just hurt my back.
Really? I was going to say try and hurt yourself.
You're supposed to come, Jay. Yeah, Dylan's right.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm coming!
There we go.
Shit.
That was... We'll take it.
That was a good... Now I need to fucking get some holy water. Stat. Because I got all this cum.
Stat. Okay, guys. We'll be back on Friday. Thank you for sticking with us for that final quat from your local quateri. We're going to start playing some farmers markets. So if you guys want to come out and have a beer, chill... it's going to be a good time. So we'll probably be doing that in a Thursday and a half.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday and a half.
The Thursday after this next Thursday. Well, is next Thursday the... Not this Thursday. Next Thursday.
But I mean, we shouldn't go until we feel comfortable, I feel like.
We'll be at a farmer's market soon. We'll let you guys know when we're going to be there.
Yeah, we're excited though. We're gonna play some outside farmers market stuff. We're gonna. I'd love to make it a mix of like the brew, music, and then maybe a couple cover songs.
Sure, absolutely.
Just so we have. It's like that way we have something to lean on.
Absolutely. Yeah. We should do some good ones.
Sorry, I just dove right back into a topic. I just don't want to. I don't want to leave these good folks.
Neither do I. It's hard, but we're at 108.38. And
all right, we love you guys.
That's time to check
out. We've never gone past 110.
We've never gone. It's a hard rule. It's a hard rule.
And we're not going to do it today.
Okay, we love you guys. Thanks for checking in.
Dylan,
Dylan, you're awesome. Zach, you're awesome. Zimkolo ain't out there. Thank you for checking in, John. Thank you for checking in, everybody.